Hey everybody of the internet. This is my 1985 Bronco II with an updated 8.8 rear end. We're going to do an oil change on it. As you can see, it's leaking away. Don't even know how much oil is left in it, so let's get started. Now this is a rear end out of a 93 Ranger with drum brake. I believe it's a 27 spline. Limited slip rear end. Awkward position. Alright, we'll leave the top bolt in for now, and that'll help so this thing doesn't come splashing in my face. Here we go. Oil looks dirty, but no water, so that's good. No metal flakes. Now these are all 13 millimeters on the diff cover bolts. She's actually looking pretty clean in there, actually. Plenty of fluid. All right. Let this drain for a little bit. We'll get her cleaned up, resealed, and filled up. I'll be back. All right, so I've gone ahead and cleaned off the mating surface here. I'll protect the gears with a rag, so I don't get a bunch of dirt in there from the cleaning. Get some brake clean, let's clean this off. Now we're going to be ready for the sealant on the cover and put it back on and fill it full of fluid. Okay. Let's get that diff cover ready. As you can see, I've gone ahead and cleaned the cover. Used a very fine sandpaper attachment on my pneumatic drill there. So let's go ahead. I'm just using this ultra black gasket maker for oil resistant and so forth. Shouldn't get too hot, so I'm not too worried about high temp stuff. Trying to do this one-handed here. Now you don't want to go overboard, but a nice bead all the way around the bolt holes. Sorry. Okay, so now we can go ahead and smoothen this out. Now you don't want to push it flat, you want to have still a decent size bead all the way around it. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, it's not very easy. You just want to make sure you get it in contact with the cover. Okay, so that should be enough sealant to seal this diff up. Now, let's go get this back down to the Bronco. And you want to make sure when you put these on, you don't contact the diff housing until you're ready to actually seat it on there. You want to make sure all the oil, the best you can, off the bottom here, because it doesn't want to stick when there's oil dripping down. Try to clean that up and prevent that from happening here. I usually take a couple bolts and I'll put them in the cover. Do one for now. Alright, so I have a little bit of a gap here. I'm trying to keep from touching the diff cover to the housing while I get these bolts aligned and started. And there it is. So now that that is lined up, I can go ahead and put the rest in. always try to thread my bolts in first before you hit them with the impact driver. Oh, you don't cross thread the bolts. Now this is a 373 gear set in the back, posi traction. Okay, I'll go find the torque spec on that. We'll be back and torque those up. All right, so 33 foot-pounds is the magic number, supposedly. This one I did already. Okay, there it is. I don't like that. So I'll swap that one back out again here. There it is. Don't really need the tag on here, but I'll keep it on anyway. Just grabs and spins, whatever. Click. Okay, so that should be all sealed up. And we can go ahead and fill this with some fluid. Okay, here we are. I fill the diff fluid up. Now this takes a 80-90 gear oil, but since it's a posi track, limited slip, whatever you want to call it, we're going to put some full bottle of limited slip additive. Now that will help the clutch plates inside that limited slip grip each other. Now I've already loosened this off. So we'll pull the fill plug out. Before we take it all out, we're going to give it a quick wipe down here. And we'll go to any dirt inside there. There we go. When we fill this, we're going to fill it so it just starts to pour fluid out the top, and then you know you're full. put the whole bottle of the anti-limited slip fluid in it, and then we fill it up the rest of the way with the gear oil. There we go. And yes, I'm aware I might have a pinion leak here. I do have a new seal, but that'll be another video. I'm not doing that today, as I'm getting this ready for hunting season right now. Now this is not the stock rear end in this Bronco. This is a Bronco II. This is out of a 93 Ranger. I believe it's a 27 spline axle. This used to have the 7.5 forward rear end. This truck also has a 4-inch lift from rough country. If I were to do it again, I probably would get the 4-inch lift from James Duff instead of the rough country, because the lift on this is, like they say, rough. She is stiff. I'm hoping one day I can 4-link this truck, but for now it does me just fine. If you guys want to see the ins and outs of this Bronco that I have built here so far, let me know. Comment. I know I'm just starting out here on YouTube, so any suggestions would be highly appreciated. So I believe this takes 2.4 liters, I believe, is what they say. So I have 3 liters of fluid. Very boring process. You guys probably have seen a million times. Alright, so that's 2. And this is number 3, so we should be coming up to being full here pretty quick. It's going to take all 3. Interesting. I am going to see how full we are, because it's only supposed to be a 1/4 inch below the top. Don't think we're there yet. Okay, I'll be right back with another bottle. Alright, so I have another bottle of, 1/4 of a bottle of some more gear fluid, so this should be enough to fill this thing up. Parts guy told me it was 2.4 liters, but it could be the angle I have the diff for my pinion angle on the lift might be why it takes a little bit more. I'm not too concerned because I know it has enough oil in it. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, we are there. We're about 1/4 inch from the top, right where it needs to be. And especially with the angle of this, I know it's going to get enough oil in there, so I'm not concerned about it coming out of the hole. So this actually takes just over 3 liters. We'll get this plug back in and get it sealed up. Doesn't look like there's any leaks on the cover. I'll keep an eye on that for the next couple days, but that's all there is to it. I'll tighten this up. And again, these don't have to be super tight. You want these just to be snug because you want to be able to get them back out again to service it in the future. And right about there should do it. I will keep an eye on this pinion leak here. It's not severe yet. I do have a new seal. So if you want to see me do that, let me know and I can make another video out of doing a pinion seal. And again, if you guys want to see more of what I've done to this Bronco II, let me know that as well and I'll do a walk around on it. Thanks guys and gals and people of the interwebs. You guys have yourself a great day.